Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners, and hi to any newbies. It's so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while, and if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. So today is in fact the day after Mother's Day in the US. Now you all know that I am from the UK and we had our Mother's Day back in March. I did, however, filmed an episode. Sorry, my brain, my mouth, it's all not working. I do apologise. Back in March, I did an episode of Spreading the Yarny Love, which is where I do shout outs of some of my friends here on the Yarny YouTube streets to try and get their channels bigger with more subscribers, more watch hours, if they're trying to get monetization, all of that sort of thing. Just spreading the Yarny love, that's what I call it. And I did do a UK Mother's Day edition back in March. So because today is the day after US Mother's Day, I promised that I would do a US Mother's Day version. Now I have just picked 5 lovelies. There are many more of you that I could have picked to do a shout out. But hopefully there is going to be many more years of me being able to do this on my channel. So don't be disheartened if you didn't make the list. I, of course, will do shout outs throughout the rest of my time here over the course of the year and for more Mother's Day to come. I just had to pick 5 and they were the 5 that came straight to mind. It doesn't mean that I love them more. It's just how the cookie crumbles, and I'm sure that most of you will know all of these people anyway. But because it is US Mother's Day, I picked some of the US mothers that I am friendly with and I want to give some extra love to. So let's make a start, shall we? Now, I cannot do a US Mother's Day edition without, of course, talking about my YouTube mummy here, and that is an Alaskan crafter Jan. Now, I did give her a shout out last month unrelated to this one, but I have to do my YouTube mum on the US Mother's Day edition of this, so bear with me, guys. Last month, Jan was at 1.24k. This month, she's at 1.34k. So after I have done this shout out, wouldn't it be lovely if we can get her to 1.44k, seeing as that seems to be how her numbers are climbing. Now, Mama recently managed to get the criteria for monetization as well, and I would just like any of you who are not familiar with the lovely Jan to go and check her out, subscribe, hit the bell, you know, comment, thumbs, all of it, just to give her a little boost. She has been absolutely phenomenal to me for a good couple of years now. She really took me under her wing. She loved me back to life through a really tough time back then, and she has continued to love me through many more tough times. There has also been some wonderful times as well, and she is a regular panelist up on my lives on a Saturday. She loves me both on screen and off screen, and it doesn't matter that there are thousands of miles between us, because I am in the UK and she is in Alaska. She spoils me rotten. She loves me regardless of what mood I am in. She truly just makes my world a brighter place. I could not imagine my world without her now, and hopefully that will not be the case ever. But, you know, oh, I just love her so much, and I want you guys to love her too. She does some amazing things over on her channel. Of course, I'm going to link her channel down below so you can go and check her out for yourself. But just as a little overview of what she does, she shows us whips, she shows us FOs, she shows us yarn hauls, she takes us out on drives sometimes, seeing the beautiful sights of Alaska. She shows us her own backyard, which is absolutely magnificent with that beautiful mountain in the background. She has shown us all of Alaska's seasons along the way as well. She takes part in Bod Hatapalooza. So she regularly features that on the channel. She is just amazing, and she should believe in her crochet ability a little bit more than what she does. She is half of the 2 sidekicks that are a part of Hooker versus Hooker, and spoiler alert, the next person I'm speaking about is the other half of Hooker versus Hooker. Now, if you do not know about hooker versus hooker, where on earth have you been? You need to get in touch with Jan or the other counterpart that I'll speak about in just a second by emailing hooker@gmail.com. Whether you are a podcaster or a subscriber, it really doesn't matter, because you will either be picked to be a contestant and actually go up against them and compete for the ultimate of bragging rights. There are no prizes, but bragging rights aren't to be sniffed at. Or you can pick colours or project that the contestants have to make for the relevant month that your name gets drawn. So please, they need more volunteers. If you are going to be a contender, you do have to participate in 2 lives for that month, and you do need to be prepared to follow all the rules and have a little bit of a tough skin and have a little bit of banter with them, because there is fighting talk. They call it smack talk, but it's not smack talk. They don't mean it, but you do have to be feisty, and you do need to be able to take a little bit of jesting and ribbing from them. But ultimately, they have hearts of gold, and it is inspired by something that I did on my channel, and they ran with it, and I just couldn't be any happier that it is becoming the huge success that it is. It was the other person that I will mention in a minute who got this off the ground, but Jan is still an integral part of it, and actually she came second for the month of April when it was me that picked the project of amigurumi, which none of the contestants competing were fans of at all. And if you haven't seen that live, do go and check it out. If you are interested in being a part of one of the most exciting things that have hit our streets in quite a while, then like I said, email hooker@gmail.com and come and be a part of it. It is awesome. But on a personal note, she has been one of my bestest friends, my confidant, my safe place, my harbour in a storm, my ray of sunshine in the darkest of times, and she has been just bags and bags of fun and energy, and I love her more than I could ever express. And she has the title of being my YouTube mum for a bloody good reason. She is a beautiful human being, and I just wish we lived closer in real life so I can get some of that mama love for real. But it feels just as real even though it's through the YouTube streets. So Mama Jan, if you are watching, I hope a few of my folks come over and check you out. Your channel should be way bigger than it actually is. But do you know what? We'll just keep doing what we're doing, and our numbers will grow when they grow. But if I can send a few of mine to you, you know I'm going to do it. I hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day, and just know that this girl here from across the pond literally does see you as a second mum and couldn't love you any more than a daughter could love their mum. So I love you. Okay, the next person that I'm going to be talking about is my YouTube auntie. So it's Jan's YouTube sister. And I am, of course, talking about Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming. She also goes by the name Lala, and she also goes by the name Egg Beggar. She is a force to be reckoned with and a character that is just off the charts. She is a forever child in a woman's body, and she brightens up my day every time that I am in her company, every video that I watch of hers. And again, most of the things that I said about Jan can apply to Lala as well. She just is a phenomenal person, and with everything that Lala has had to deal with over the course of her years, most people will have crumbled, but Lala did not, and she refuses to. She has quite a story to tell, but it's her story, not mine, so I am not going to tell it. But she rocks. If I could get away with swearing, I would. She is magnificent, a beautiful human being. Again, she has taken me under her wing. She loves me like one of her own, and I would be lost without her on these YouTube streets. She also is a regular panelist on my lives. We do speak outside of YouTube, and I really do love her like family. She inspires me. I am in awe of her. I wish that I could live my life a little bit more like her. She's just an amazing person. Her crochet channel is Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming. The link will be below as well. Go and do all the things for Lala as well, guys. Honestly, you will not be disappointed. She is just such a hoot and a beautiful, kind, amazing person. She shows us yarn hauls, FOs, whips, scarf of the day, bod Hatapalooza. She's joined in with Tile of the Week with me along the way. She's the other part of Hooker versus Hooker, and she is the one to watch out for, just saying. She has loved me and supported me no matter what. She again also helped me through some tough times on these here streets. She took me to see the real Father Christmas, the real Santa. I cried. It was one of the most magical times of my life. I have spoken about it a lot on my channel, but yeah, she's just a magical person. You need Lala in your life if you don't already. She is currently at 3.3k, but it should be a million times more than that. She deserves it all. Anyone that I can send her way, I am going to do so. Lala, if you are watching, I love you just as much as I love Jan and everyone else that I have become close to on these streets. I wish we lived closer than what we do. I really hope at one point in the future I can get myself to Alaska to meet with both you and Jan. And you will never know how much you and Jan saved me a couple of years ago. Yeah, you're a really big part of my world, and long may that continue. But enough of the gushy stuff, because she doesn't like being overly mushy. But Lala, mwah, I love you. She is also right in the middle of egg month, so go and check out the shenanigans there. She begs for eggs. She has been given eggs to open for the month of May, and it is such a laugh and such a joy to watch how excited she gets when she opens them. She has two gorgeous cats, Persniffers and Matilda, and she has a lot of variety on her channel. I could talk about Jan and Lala for hours, but we don't have hours. I have 3 more people to talk about today, but I hope you can really see the genuine love I have for these ladies, because it is true. In fact, every single person on this list I have genuine love for, and I hope it transpires through the video. And I hope they do feel it from me, even though I'm so far away. So go and check out Jan and Lala and participate in Hooker versus Hooker, because it is just an amazing time. It really is. Oh, and ladies, when I do eventually get picked to be a contestant, you better watch yourselves, because Manfa is not to be sniffed at. Just saying. Okay, the next lovely on my list is my Yarny YouTube sister. We share the exact same birthday, just a few years apart. We have become incredibly close over the past couple of years. Again, I would be totally lost without her. I love her as if she is my actual family, and she is just an amazing human being. She has pulled me through some rough times as well. She loves me no matter what, whether I'm being the good version of myself or the bad. Her love is unwavering, and she is just incredible. Now, of course, I'm doing US Mother's Day edition. All of the ladies on this list are mothers, and aren't they just incredible mothers? They are some of the best examples that a mum could be, in my opinion. So all of you ladies, keep being you, keep doing such a fabulous job, and your kiddos, your grandkiddos, if you have gotten to that stage, are so lucky to have you in their lives. They really, really are. I am, of course, talking about Christina. Her YouTube channel here is Bella Uncinetto. I, of course, will link her down below as well. Everyone that I talk about will be linked below. Now, Christina is American, but she currently lives in Sicily, because that is where she is living and teaching, because she is a teacher in the real world. She has a gorgeous little girl known as Sparkle on these streets, and she also has an older son as well. Her older son is back in the US doing his thing, you know, completing college and all of that, and Sparkle is with her in Sicily. There are some exciting things ahead for me and Christina, which you will see on this channel, but not for another couple of months. I am so excited. I cannot even contain myself. But she has one of the most gorgeous channels on these streets as well. She is taking us around to see the sights of Sicily. She has a gorgeous pussycat called Nero that she takes for walks in her local area. She also does whips, FOs, yarn hauls. She lets you know about any make-alongs that she is a part of. Oh, and I forgot to say about Lala. It's Lala that started Bod Hatapalooza, to go check that out as well. But back to Christina. She is just amazing. She has sass. She has attitude, but she does it in one of the most lovely ways, and she just, again, she lights up my life, and I love her so, so much. If you are not familiar, go and check her out. She is at 1.01k. It took her way too long to hit that 1k mark, so let's get her even further, please. She deserves so many more people than what she has actually got. And if I can help my Yarny sis, I am going to. There are lots of other similarities between me and Christina, some of them quite spooky, but today is not the place to go through them. But just know that Christina and I are super close. There are some exciting events ahead, and Christina, I love you to bits and pieces and back together again forever and always, and you know exactly what that means. And we were meant to have each other in our lives, girl. We really, really were. And I am so thankful for that. But most of all, you are just one of the most amazing mums that I have ever met. The love, the time, the effort, the patience, the adventures you take her on. You cram pack every second of your life with your mum duties. You put me to shame 1,000,000 times a week. And yeah, you need to be told how much of a good mama you really, really are. So here I am telling you that, and I genuinely mean it. Sparkle is a very, very lucky girl, and your older boy is a very lucky boy as well. So yes, go and check Christina out. I love her a lot. I really, really do. Okay, the next person on my list is another of my Yarny sisters here on YouTube. Oh, what can I say about this multifaceted woman? I have shouted her out last month as well. And in fact, the final person after this person was shouted out. So 3 are duplicates from just last month. But they deserve their channels to be way bigger than they actually are. All 5 of my list should be double the figures that they've got, if not more. And I am going to shout them out time and time and time again until people start listening and realising how incredible that they actually are. I am talking about Queen's Crafts by Bridget. She knits, she crochets, she tats, she spins yarn, dyes yarn. She does model building with her husband. They do Lego building. She does painting. She does anything that you can imagine that is crafty. I think she's getting into jewellery making, and she made her own wedding dress, for goodness sake, and the hat and veil and all sorts of things, because she is just amazing. She also has a lovely, lovely plot of land with some gorgeous, gorgeous babies, fur babies. She is a mum as well. She is just everything I wish I could be, but I definitely don't even have 1% of the energy to be all of that. She is inspiring, creative. She makes bags. She sews the most beautiful designs of bags, which you can purchase. Go and check out all of her fabulous designs. Ask what fabric she's got. Ask if there's a particular fabric she could source for you. Tell her about the designs you need, and she will do it, literally. Her prices are phenomenal, and she even sells her hand-dyed, hand-spun yarn as well, peeps. So you need to go and check her out for many, 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 many reasons. Bridget, like I said, I am so rubbish at keeping in contact with people regularly. It's something that I have always struggled with. I need to improve on, but just know that even if I am not in regular contact, I love and think about each of you every single day, and I love you regardless. And I hope you can feel that love, even if I don't remember to tell you every day. Bridget is going to be the most fabulous wife to her hubby-to-be. They have had some rough times over the past 12 months, but they are coming out the other side, and I cannot wait for them to finally have their dream wedding day. I think Bridget has had a bit of a rough deal of it, and she deserves so much more. So let's be a tiny little part of that, guys. Let's boost her a little bit more. Let's get her to where she needs to be, and let's prove to her that we are here for her, that we love her, and we're going to support her. That, again, it goes for everyone on this list. I could gush about each and every one of these people until the cows come home, but I can't. I need to get this list out there for you all to just go and check them out. Go and do your bit. Okay, so Bridget, you know I love you. I always will. Everyone on this list, I love you. And let's just build each other up, spread the kindness, spread the Yarny love, and do our thing on this fabulous community. So Bridget is at 1.6k. Let's boost her forward. Let's get those figures higher, please and thank you. And she also has just recently monetized, and she does have membership. So if that is something you're considering as well, go and check all of that out. Bridget has much more on her channel. All of these ladies have much more on their channel than I have even begun to scratch the surface of. So, but I've got to leave some mystery, right? Go and check them out for yourself and see what else that they do that I haven't even mentioned, because they are multi-talented, beautiful humans, and all my dearest friends. Now, last but certainly not least, again, I shouted her out last month, but I want to shout her out again. Last month she had 2.33k. This month she's got 2.37k. So let's get those figures closer to the 2.5k. I am, of course, talking about the beautiful Erin over at Crafting Kitty. Now, I love this lady so much. We do not talk outside of YouTube, actually. We've sent the odd email to each other, but we don't text or call or anything, and that's okay. I am open to that, but if that's not a thing, it's not a thing, and it's fine, because I get so much joy from watching Erin's videos. She has featured her two beautiful children on her channel, and their nicknames are Bingo and Chomps, and she is just such a phenomenal mama. You can see it. The love they all have for each other is just incredible, an unbreakable bond, and both her and her hubby Brian are doing such an amazing job with those kiddos. They are just the cutest, most adorable, polite little ones in the world. I'm sure that they test their parents from time to time like every other child does, but honestly, Erin, you are smashing it on your channel, and you are smashing it as a mum. And I also think that us as women don't tell other women that they're beautiful or that they're good at being a friend or good at being a mum often enough. So if you haven't heard it in a little while, you are such an amazing mum. It shines through in every video. You are making so many of your makes for them. You let them even choose the yarn, the colours, everything. You are so immersed in your role as a mama, and it really does show. Now, Erin does some amazing things on her channel as well. Whips, FOs, stitch marker of the day, because she features that a lot. She has done some reviews. She has done some tutorials. My favourite video of Erin's is her weekly roundup, and I actually watched that when I finished my live and I'm settling down for the night and trying to kind of after my live, and I absolutely love it. She can knit, she can crochet, she has done some stuff with fabric as well, because she can sew, including making her kiddos some homemade clothes, which is just fantabulous. I've won some amazing things from her. She is just so bubbly, so positive, so cheery, just so happy. She just makes me happy when I watch her channel. And she has had a bit of a tough time with health recently. Hopefully she is coming out the other side. But yeah, she is definitely one to watch if you're not already, guys. Her channel is just gorgeous. She shows a lot of yarn porn, and I am very thankful for that. I live through Erin, I think. And Erin, if you're watching this, I do consider you one of my YouTube friends, And I know that if we ever met up outside of YouTube, that we would get on like a house on fire. You are right up my street, my kind of person. And if a few of my folks haven't found you yet, hopefully they will find you after I have done this video. Keep doing what you're doing, each and every one of you on this list. I will love you just as much for the rest of time, but keep doing you, because your channels are all so different, all so unique, but so lovely in their own right. And I am just such a lucky girl to have such amazing Yarny friends and family, and I just hope that this will give their channels a little bit of a boost. So for everyone that celebrated Mother's Day in the US yesterday, the day before I filmed this, I hope you were loved, that you were appreciated, that you were told how amazing you are. If some of you find Mother's Day really difficult, I totally understand. All the love to you guys as well. And yeah, let's just keep bigging each other up, especially woman to woman. We don't do it enough. We really, really don't. Anyway, I've got to stop rambling. I've got so many more videos to film. So I hope you can appreciate that there are many more mums that I could have featured today, but there is just not enough hours in the day. And who wants to sit through a video that is probably going to be like 50 hours long? It's just impossible. So to each and every one of you, I love you so, so much. Thank you for listening to me today. Thank you for going and checking them out if that is your plan to do so. Everyone that I mentioned, with their channel links will be linked in the description box below. Please know that my thoughts and feelings on these people are heartfelt, genuine and real. I would never recommend anyone that I didn't watch, follow or have a relationship with myself. And yeah, I hope this helps a little bit, girls. Love you all loads, love you all more than you will ever know, and I will see you very, very soon. But until then, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one or around the YouTube streets. Bye guys, love you. Go check them out, they're awesome.